E aí, humanidade youtuber, aqui quem fala é o Daniels e sejam bem-vindos aqui a mais um vídeo. O vídeo de hoje está atrasando aí um dia porque infelizmente eu estava resolvendo alguns problemas e esses problemas incluem a minha namorada não mais, a gente meio que tá dando um semi-tempo, né? E eu vou entrar em detalhes sobre isso mais em outro vídeo, eu não quero falar disso agora, mas vamos assistir aqui ao episódio 3 da sétima temporada, que me falaram que tá muito bom. Infelizmente eu não consegui assistir em tempo real, como eu falei, mas bora lá. E o nome do episódio de hoje aí é A Justiça da Rainha. Primeira cena, já chegando Jon Snow.
The bastard of Winterfell, the dwarf of Casterly Rock.
Que animação.
I believe we last saw each other atop the wall. You were pissing off the edge, if I remember right.
At some point, I want to hear how a Night's Watch recruit became king in the north.
As long as you tell me how a Lannister became hand to Daenerys Targaryen.
Long and bloody tale. To be honest, I was drunk for most of it.
My bannermen think I'm a fool for coming in.
Stark men don't fare well when they travel south.
É o que eu falei? O que eu falei
But I'm
mesmo?
not a Stark.
Não é mesmo.
I'd say you get used to them, but you never really do.
Ele nunca viu um dragão, né?
Come, the mother's waiting for you.
I've done my part. I've brought ice and fire together.
Strange. You spoke so highly of Jon Snow, but when he arrives, you hide on a cliff.
Também, né? Senão...
I didn't take you for a bashful girl.
Oh, I will return, dear Spider. One last time.
My lady.
I have to die in this strange country. Just like you.
Ela sabe... E será que é isso que a voz pro Varys falou? Que ele vai morrer em Westeros?
You stand in the presence of Daenerys Stormborn of House Targaryen, rightful heir to the Iron Throne, rightful queen of the Andals and the First Men, protector of the Seven
Ela vai
Kingdoms,
querer que ele se
the mother
ajoelhe.
of dragons, the Khaleesi of the Great Grass Sea, the Unburnt, the Breaker of Chains.
The Breaker of Chains. I'm Jon Snow.
This is Jon Snow. He's king in the north. But Jon Snow is king in the north, Your Grace. He's not a lord.
Forgive me.
Your Grace, this is Sir Davos Seaworth.
Forgive me, Sir Davos. I never did receive a formal education, but I could have sworn I read the last king in the north was Torrhen Stark, who bent the knee to my ancestor Aegon Targaryen. In exchange for his life and the lives of the Northmen, Torrhen Stark swore fealty to House Targaryen in perpetuity. Or do I have my facts wrong?
I wasn't there, Your Grace.
No, of course not. But still, an oath is an oath. And perpetuity means... What does perpetuity mean, Lord Tyrion?
Forever.
Forever. So I assume, my lord, you're here to bend the knee.
I am not.
Oh. Well, that is unfortunate. Our two houses were allies for centuries. And those were the best centuries the Seven Kingdoms have ever known. Centuries of peace and prosperity.
Ah, tá.
With a Targaryen sitting on the Iron Throne, and a Stark serving as Warden of the North.
Vai, desce a letra, John.
You're right. You're not guilty of your father's crimes. And I'm not beholden to my ancestors' vows.
Then why are you here?
Because I need your help, and you need mine. I haven't stormed King's Landing. Why not? The only reason I can see is you don't want to kill thousands of innocent people. It's the fastest way to win the war, but you won't do it. Which means, at the very least, You're better than Cersei.
Still, that doesn't explain why you told me you liked this man.
I do.
In the time since he's met me, he's refused to call me queen. He's refused to bow, and now he's calling me a child.
I believe he's calling all of us children. Figure of speech.
Your Grace, everyone you know will die before winter's over if we don't defeat the enemy to the north.
As far as I can see, you are the enemy to the north.
I am not your enemy. The dead are the enemy.
The dead. Is that another figure of speech?
The army of the dead is on the march.
The army of the dead.
I wonder if your father knew his best friend sent assassins to murder a baby girl in her
Pois
crib.
é, mas o Ned, né? Tentou ajudar.
Not that it matters
parça.
now, of course.
Porra dele.
I spent my life in foreign lands. Do you know what kept me standing through all those years in exile? Faith in myself. In Daenerys Targaryen. The world hadn't seen a dragon in centuries until my children were born. The Dothraki hadn't crossed the
Que
sea.
cena.
Any sea. They did for me.
But if destiny has brought Daenerys Targaryen back to our shores, it has also made Jon Snow king in the north. You were the first to bring Dothraki to Westeros. He is the first to make allies of wildlings and Northmen. He was named Lord Commander of the Night's Watch. He was named King in the North. Not because of his birthright. He has no birthright. He's a damn bastard. All those hard sons of bitches chose him as their leader because they believe in him. All those things you don't believe in. He faced those things. He fought those things for the good of his people. He risked his life for his people. He took a knife in the heart for his people. He gave his own...
Fala, por favor.
If we don't put aside our enmities and band together, we will die.
It takes no time to bend the knee. Pledge your soul to her cause.
And why would I do that? I mean no offense, Your Grace, but I don't know you. As far as I can tell, your claim to the throne rests entirely on your father's name, and my own father fought to overthrow the Mad King.
By declaring yourself king of the northernmost kingdom, you are in open rebellion.
Não. Ai, agora. Fucking Dion.
Your sister's dead.
Euron has her.
You saw him take her.
E você não fez nada pra
You got
impedir.
away.
I couldn't save her. I tried.
You wouldn't be here if you tried.
É. Os caras só respeitam os fudidão mesmo. Por causa disso, mano. Por elas terem matado.
This is the life. Look at them. Cheering for Greyjoy. I have to be honest. This is making me hard.
Did you see little Theon's face right before he jumped overboard?
Oh no! What a twat!
Ai, meu coração.
My queen, please accept this gift on behalf of all of your loyal subjects in the Iron Islands.
I give you What no other man could give.
Justice.
Justice for your murdered daughter.
You deserve more than a true friend.
And you deserve a proper reward for your heroism.
There's only one reward I want.
You shall have what your heart desires. When the war is won.
Pois é, né?
Love of the people. Now I suppose you wouldn't know. The same mob spattered my sister not long ago. And if you turn on us, they'll cheer to see your head mounted on a spike. All yours. They're just like severed heads, really. Listen. If you have any advice at all, I would love to hear it. When we have an hour or two to speak as brothers. Advice? Does she like it gentle or rough? A finger in the bum. Not now. We'll talk later.
Perfect Dornish beauty. I imagine she's your favorite. I know we're not supposed to have favorites. Still, we're only human. We love whom we love. I thought about having him crush your daughter's skull. She's so beautiful. I thought of this lovely face cracking open like a duck egg. No, it's just not right.
Ela vai matar ela.
Qyburn, he is the cleverest man I know. Clever enough to learn what poison you used to murder Marcella. The long goodbye, was that it?
The long farewell.
That's the one. How long does the poison take?
Difficult to say. Hours, days. It depends on the subject's constitution.
But death is certain.
Oh, yes, Your Grace. Quite certain.
You will live to watch your daughter rot. To watch that beautiful face collapse to bone and dust. All the while contemplating the choices you've made. Make sure the guards change the torches every few hours. I don't want her to miss a thing.
Ó, a rainha louca aqui, ó. Ó aqui pra ela. Bem aqui.
Tragedies are necessary to restore order and rational leadership.
The Iron Bank wants its gold back.
Exatamente.
Your father never minced words either. But yes, your debts are considerable. Your wealthiest allies, the Tyrells, are now your enemies. You are surrounded on all sides by rivals for the throne.
And the Iron Bank wants to bet on a winner.
We don't make bets. We invest in endeavors we deem likely to be successful.
A fancy way of saying bet. The war's already begun. I've drawn first blood. I decapitated the Dornish snake. My armada owns the Narrow Sea.
Euron Greyjoy's armada owns the Narrow Sea.
Euron Greyjoy is loyal to me.
For now. Daenerys Targaryen has 3 full-grown dragons. How well do wooden ships fare against fire-breathing dragons?
The Lannisters owe the Iron Man quite a lot of money, but Lannisters always pay their debts. To former slaves, or Dothraki, or dragons.
Your father's daughter, indeed.
Give me a fortnight. Stay in King's Landing as my honored guest. And when you return to Bravos, I swear to you, my debt will be paid in full.